I've already dealt with your
I'm
sergeant.
giving you
Thank
fair
you.
warning. You keep following us, you're
I'm
gonna
allowed
get
to
arrested.
follow. Now you're following
You
me.
understand?
It's no secret that corrupt cops have always been a part of the system and unhinged as ever. But sometimes these cops are finally exposed for their own sins and violations against the law. Here are 3 cases where cops get caught in their own trap. On October 30th, 2018, an auditor YouTuber, Northeast Auditor, was going about his regular day in Waterbury, Connecticut, when he was suddenly apprehended and unlawfully charged for interfering with an officer.
I am in the city of Waterbury, Connecticut, and we're going to perform a First Amendment audit on the Waterbury police station. See if they respect our right to film. It's funny if they're not going to be happy with us filming, because they're sure as hell filming us. So, officer coming out right there. That's pretty good, no issue so far.
As we can observe, he's peacefully filming on public property and not harming or interfering with anyone's business. But of course, the corrupt cops always feel threatened.
What are you taping?
Just getting footage.
Oh, it's like just of the building? Or
Yeah.
Any specific reason?
Just getting content for a story.
What kind of story?
Well, it's not published yet, so I'm not going to divulge what it is. What's your name and badge number?
Sergeant Frank Leon.
Thank you. What's your badge number?
738.
Thank you.
Okay, you got ID on you?
Yeah. No.
Yeah. We need ID. We need ID.
For a First Amendment protected activity?
Well, it's actually a security issue.
Security issue?
Yeah, you're videotaping the police station.
I'm a journalist getting content for a story.
Which is fine. So you have no problem then giving us
Why would I have
ID?
to give you my ID for performing a legal activity?
How do we know it's legal?
I'm on a public sidewalk.
How do we know you're not planning on blowing up the building? Shooting up
I mean,
the
I have no ill will, if that's what you're asking.
What's always a shock is how little these cops often know about their own statute of laws, leaving it on the citizens to school them about First Amendment activities.
That's the beauty of the Constitution. You don't need to know that, right? I'm filming in a public...
Okay, and we're legally asking you for your ID.
And that's a lawful order?
That is lawful.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to provide my ID.
Okay.
There's no reason I haven't performed any illegal act. I'm on a public sidewalk, as you can see.
Yes, filming the police department.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be secure. We don't want people coming here and
This is
shooting
a
the place
public
up.
building.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, that and there is very public.
It's a
secure
pub.
building. It's not a public-
We own this building.
It's not a public building.
This is not a public building?
You can't go in and walk around. You can
In the
go
lobby?
front desk.
In the lobby?
Yeah, in the lobby.
Yeah.
You're allowed in the
This is a
lobby.
public building. I'm filming from the outside on a public space.
You're not allowed to videotape the police station.
You most certainly can. You sure about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I am.
You're sure about that as well?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to provide my ID. I haven't performed any illegal activity. Can you articulate a crime I've committed, or
Reasonable suspicion.
of what crime?
I don't know if you're about to blow up the building, if you're setting plans.
Well, can you articulate a crime I've committed?
You're videotaping secure areas of the police
That's not a crime. So I'm going to need you to let me know what crime I've committed.
Reasonable suspicion. You do not have to commit a crime.
Okay, am I being detained right now, or am I free to go?
Yes, you're
Okay, under what suspicion of what crime?
Reasonable suspicion. I don't know.
Are you
why
sure
you're
about
out here.
this?
I'm positive.
Okay,
So this is gonna go one of-
I would ask for a supervisor to come out at this point because. Okay,
Yeah, that's
well,
fine.
well,
Provide identification or not.
I'm not providing any identification. I've done
Put your hands
nothing
behind
wrong.
your back, you're being detained.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna hold the camera.
Just like that, for simply inquiring about the specific law that he was breaking, he straight away gets detained for reasons that are wholly unconstitutional, since the auditor wasn't getting in any officer's way. What's interesting is that today, these cops would still defend their actions. There is no law that prohibits you from filming a police department. It only alters into a crime when you're impeding or getting in the way of officers going about their duties. This makes the officers guilty for falsely charging the auditor with interfering with an officer. Connecticut Statute 53-167A. These so-called cops are meant to be fully aware of the law. Just like the last case, take a look at how little this next cop knows about the Constitution.
You're threatening to take me to jail. And so I shouldn't be getting upset?
I don't call it a threat, sir.
No, it's a threat. That is a threat.
This is Texas police officer Scott Harrell, who on April 19th approached Christopher Schull at a gas pump, accusing him of speeding through the parking lot at Buc-ee's in Texas City.
I don't think I did anything wrong. I just came over to get gas.
You were speeding and you cut through parking spaces. You know you can't do that.
Injuries will be confirmed on Robert.
I didn't think I was doing anything, man.
I mean, you
All
walked
I'm doing
around.
is coming to get gas.
Yep. Oh, are we gonna go back and forth, or are you just gonna?
You asked me a question. You want me to answer it or not? I'm not.
Okay.
Christopher's calm demeanor and compliant attitude was not enough for Officer Harrell, who clearly wanted this interaction to escalate.
If anything, I thought I was going even slower than normal.
No, sir.
Because normally people don't even park where you park, and that's the direct path to the gas pumps.
Through the parking spaces is the direct.
I do realize that. I know that there's parking spaces there.
And you almost hit that car that was turning right there. I was watching, man. As soon as you cut in front of me like that, I was like looking and I watched it happen. So
I come here every day. There's almost never, ever anybody. You were sitting there this morning. Now, last week for about 3 days, someone was parking there. But if I come here 365 days a year, which I do, there's someone sitting there maybe 10 times. So there's never ever a car there. So yeah, I go through there because it's the straight path from the entryway to here, which is what you're going to see everybody else do it.
Christopher knew the area like the back of his hand. He was a local, so there was really no need for him to speed or take a route that would land him in trouble with the cops.
I come here every day, dude. I send pictures of my wife the price of the gas here every day when I come through.
Okay, look.
So anyway.
Here's the deal, man. Okay, I'm not gonna go back and forth and all that. I'm not gonna write you tickets, but the only reason I'm not writing you tickets is because I'm out of tickets right now. Okay, otherwise you would be receiving a citation.
For what? What did the citation? I'm just curious.
Disregarding traffic control device.
Said he'd already handed out all his tickets for the day to anyone he could find, whether they deserved it or not.
Nobody likes it. Okay, but you know you did wrong. You know you're not supposed to cut through the parking lot. And instead of being like, oh yeah, I messed up. Sorry, it won't happen again. You want to sit here and go back and forth with me. Right?
There's a lot better things than this to be doing for you.
The cop was totally over the top, expecting the driver to admit fault and apologize when he could have just been cool about it. Like Christopher pointed out, instead of wasting time arguing, he could have been out catching real criminals. What the cop said next makes you wonder if freedom of speech is only for the big shots.
You're right. I was working on a report.
You can be over here, and there's people right now running 90 miles an hour on the thing.
You want to go to jail?
So
you want to go to jail? You could go to jail for this.
You can do what you want to do. I can't stop.
I don't want to take you to jail.
No.
That is definitely a waste of my time. Okay, but the attitude is not necessary.
I agree.
And props to Christopher for standing his ground against that cop who was threatening him with jail over basically nothing. It takes guts to stand up to that kind of intimidation.
I have a camera on. I can't be rude to you.
Okay. All right.
I will get in trouble. You go file a complaint. Based on my behavior, they will decide whether or not to get me in trouble. Write me up.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. We're good, man.
Okay. All right, well, I'll make sure that I'm there all the time. If I see it happen again, then...
Okay.
Just as he was about to depart, Christopher gets pulled back in yet another game of cat and mouse this officer seemed to be playing.
On this parking lot like that.
I could also take you to jail for Class B reckless driving.
Okay.
Or Class A reckless driving. Because you did almost hit that car.
I didn't almost hit anybody. I was nowhere near. There's cameras everywhere. You can do what you want to do, Harold. I can't stop you. If you want to be this way, then that's up to you. I'm trying to be reasonable.
Officer Harrell's statement that he could take Christopher to jail for reckless driving seems excessive. His role is to enforce the law, not to arbitrarily threaten citizens with arrest based on assumptions.
You're the only one who's getting upset.
I'm upset because I think this is ridiculous. I think this whole thing is ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous.
What do you specifically think is ridiculous?
That we're even talking about nothing happened. And here we are talking, and you're threatening to take me to jail.
No,
and so I shouldn't be getting upset?
I don't call it a threat, sir.
No, it's a threat. That is a threat.
Christopher's frustration is relatable. Threats of arrest can rile anyone up, especially when they feel unjustified. Christopher was not buying the cops' threats, calling them out for what they were.
You're threatening me under color of law now to take something on private property, which I don't believe you even have the authority to do.
It's a dictionary term, sir.
Okay.
It comes from black laws.
No, it's not. It's a Class A
dictionary.
misdemeanor for you to threaten to arrest me over something that you know is not really true. But that's okay.
What's the penal code on that, sir?
Trust me. That's okay.
Trust
okay.
you.
Okay.
We're
good.
Trust you.
We're good.
I don't feel like we are. I feel like this is this is a problem.
How is it a problem?
I feel like you're going to continue to commit these behaviors that are unsafe and put people at risk.
The cops trying to pin something on Christopher for what he might do in the future is just ridiculous. Imagine if we started arresting folks for things they haven't even done yet. That's just not right, plain and simple.
So
you don't feel like you did anything wrong.
For something that's possible they may do in the future. So now we're playing Jean-Claude Van Damme future cop, and you need to stop me from something I may do in the future. That's now your position. You're feeling like you should take action because maybe sometime in the future I might possibly continue to do something. Come on.
That excuse the cop gave for harassing someone was pretty lame, but what happened next really showed how powerless Officer Harrell was.
17 Wayside Drive, 2 males. One in the tall with a gray shirt, a white undershirt with camel pants, black hat. The other male's in blue disorder with black shirt, black loose fitting pants, just kicked in the front door.
We'll do this a different way then.
I have an injury on my left arm.
Would you like 2 sets of handcuffs?
No, my head hurts.
Okay, we can do 2
There's a big
sets of
scar
handcuffs.
right there, guy.
I know, we can do 2 sets of handcuffs.
Cannot believe you're doing this.
Well, sir, I'm concerned that you're going to continue to do this unsafe behavior. So,
Even after successfully detaining Christopher, Officer Harrell's insecure ego made him play out this little good cop routine.
okay, but I mean, you wanted to sit here and argue with me about what I observed with my own eyes. Okay, I'll go get a copy of the video.
I didn't think we were close, Harold, at all. I didn't
Not
think
me.
I was close
You
to
didn't hit.
anyone. No,
Almost
you're
knew
talking
you
about the
hit
white
another
truck.
vehicle. Yes, you even know what truck I was talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so
What? I didn't think we were close, sir. I really didn't.
no, you were very close. They had to slam on their brakes. I watched it happen. Okay, you came flying through the parking lot.
Harold just wouldn't let up on this poor guy, pushing his own twisted version of events. However, at the moment, Christopher was more worried about towing his car, to which Officer Harold has the most ironic answer.
I don't want to tow it because that'd be being a real. I'm trying not to be. Okay, what would you like me to do with the car, sir? I'm gonna ask one more time and then I'm gonna have to have it towed.
Can we back this down, dude? Can we cool off here, please? I'm
It's-
sorry.
you-
I
you-
will.
You have forced my hand at
I
this point.
will.
Because if I don't go and see this through to its conclusion, I know you're going to go to the police department and file a complaint on me.
It looks like the real reason he detained Christopher was to stop him from going and filing a report. It's these cops and their egos that end up exposing their own corrupt careers.
Complaint's not going to do anything because I have it all on video. Everything is recorded. I don't talk to anyone in the public unless I have my camera on. Okay?
I'm not gonna go complain to Harold at all. I'm just a little upset because I really, honestly,
Sir, I watched it happen. I was working on a report. I definitely have better things to do.
I didn't think that I did anything, Harold. I didn't think I did anything.
Well,
and
a
it was
lot
very
of people
frustrating.
don't think that. But I explained it to you, and then you wanted to argue with me.
I didn't think I did anything, Harold.
I know I look young. This is not my first day on the job, sir. I promise.
It's nothing to do with any of that. I didn't think I did anything.
You almost hit that white truck.
And that proves Christopher's point all in all. Under the law, arguing with a police officer can only lead to arrest in cases where the officer interprets the behavior as disorderly conduct, obstruction of justice, or resisting arrest.
I'm gonna be on the cameras. I'm gonna get copies of it.
I didn't think I did anything. It was frustrating for me to try to explain to you that I didn't think that I did anything and you're not hearing me.
I hear you, sir. I disagree with you.
It's just like a classic Midwestern shoot-off where it's basically one man's word over another man's word. He thinks he's not being a just for not giving him a reckless driving charge, even though he's put him in this world of trouble and ruined his day.
Hey, I need you to come over here and get somebody to come pick up my car over here.
I was sitting right there, and he came through the parking lot and cut through all the spaces. He came through so fast and whooped into here, and there was a white truck. The white truck had to slam on its brakes. So I come over here. I was just gonna be like, hey man, chill out. Like, chill out, don't be like that. But he wanted to go back and forth and argue with me and give me all kinds of stuff. And like,
Just gotta love how these corrupt cops overhype and exaggerate the stories of innocent civilians just so they can cover up their misdemeanors.
I'm gonna do this a different way. So the other officer has a ticket book he's gonna let me use. You're gonna be receiving a citation, okay? And because I think going to jail is a bit excessive. But, well, I agree with you, but I didn't have another option. I don't have another ticket book, and I don't have a ticket writer with me. So we're gonna do it that way, okay? Step out for me. Take your stuff, sir.
God almighty.
Take your time.
Tighten up. Oh my God.
Well, they're
Dude,
coming.
loosen that. It presses that scar, man. It hurts.
I guess after Harold thought a bit about it, he realized that it would be much simpler for him to get out of the mess he's made if he doesn't take Christopher to jail.
Yeah, I'm going to go right there. 40, can you pull me case number?
It seems that even Christopher has realized by this point that the cop is a tool who doesn't understand the law. Thus, he's just decided to shut his pie hole and comply for now.
Sign right here, it's not a admission of guilt.
Repeat your last.
Mr. Scholl is no longer in custody. It's not an admission of guilt, it's just a promise you'll contact the court on or before the date and time that's written on here. You can contact the court at the bottom here, the information's there, and also up there. Free to go, sir. Thank you, sir.
Following the unlawful detainment of Christopher and the video going viral, an internal investigation was launched in May, and soon the Texas City Police Chief penned a letter to the community announcing Harrell's termination. Unfortunately, the efforts of decent cops often get overshadowed by the actions of corrupt cops. In situations like the one, it raises questions about accountability and the need for stricter consequences for those in power. If you thought that the cop got himself into real trouble in the last case, wait till you check out how this next cop untangles himself.
Are you gonna arrest me?
You're gonna get arrested, I'm telling you
I've
right
already
now.
dealt with your sergeant. Thank
You already know that.
I've already dealt with your
I'm
sergeant.
giving you
Thank
fair
you.
warning. You keep following us, you're
I'm
gonna
allowed
get
to
arrested.
follow. Now you're
You
following me.
understand?
On April 27, 2018, Officer Bonkowski of the Justice PD was performing a shakedown frisk of a citizen with a gun. This was unwarranted, and we still don't know if they had reasonable suspicion on him.
Where are you guys coming from?
What did I do, sir?
Coming from the train tracks?
What did I do, sir?
Huh?
What did I do?
However, the citizen obviously feeling threatened makes a run for it. Ultimately, Bonkowski loses the suspect and is frustrated since he had hands on the suspect. By this point, another resident of the neighborhood, Sue Cheetown, noticed the commotion of officers and decided to film and question them. This was since she was worried as her neighborhood didn't receive much police traffic.
You need help?
Where's Ironwood at?
Ironwood. Very first street. You should get in your car because it's all the way at the end.
That car's way down there.
It's right there. Sure hope they're not checking people for drugs.
What's up, Sue?
What's up, G?
Where are you taking everything? I know.
Sue, worried and concerned, is just trying whatever little she can to try and aid the officers locate their suspect.
Ironwood's the next street over.
Why are you recording me?
Why not? You're in my park with no jurisdiction. So I'm just curious to know. You don't have any jurisdiction in here. What's going on? Where's the lights and sirens?
What is it?
Boom, bitches. Doing nothing.
It's blatantly obvious that she had no ill intention, nor was getting in the cops' way at all. She was just a concerned member of the neighborhood looking for some accountability.
Hell no! I live around here. Can I help you? You guys looking for somebody? Maybe I saw somebody. Dude, what are you gonna arrest me for? Being held accountable for you, bro.
But obviously, even these so-called defenders of the law feel threatened and annoyed, telling her to go away even though she lives there, always looking to stomp on citizens' rights just to feed their egos.
That's right.
You're gonna back up. You understand? You're gonna get arrested. You understand?
For what?
Get going.
For what?
Get going now.
Why are you gonna arrest me?
You're gonna get arrested. I'm telling you
I've
right
already
now.
dealt with your sergeant.
You already know that.
I've already dealt with your
I'm
sergeant.
giving you
Thank
fair
you.
warning. You keep following us. You're
I'm
gonna
allowed
get
to
arrested.
follow. Now you're
You
following
understand? Something serious. I'm telling you, you're gonna get arrested.
For what?
Fucking hands behind your back now.
For what?
Behind your back.
Check that way.
These corrupt cops really don't realize how badly they're ruining their careers by blatantly arresting an innocent citizen for practicing her First Amendment right and filming in her own streets.
Got a camera back creeping up, so she approached me. I'm trying to keep running this way, and she's following me. Keeps following me. I told her, you're gonna get arrested. Go back in your house. Okay. Keeps following me, so I stop her and detain her.
You have any idea what we were doing?
I know. I told her it's a
I
fucking
asked him if
serious
he
crime
didn't know
going
if he
on,
saw anything.
and she
Why
keeps
would-
following
She
me.
didn't say anything about a serious
We don't
crime.
have to tell you
If
anything.
No, you
Do you
don't.
understand? You understand
Let me know
that?
that. You say gun.
I-
Go. You did not. Body cam it. No, you didn't. You didn't tell me nothing.
Everything's
I will
recorded.
be
I'm not
FOIA
worried about
requesting
it,
all of
okay?
that, yeah.
Evidently, Sue is right for a fact that Bonkowski most certainly had not warned or informed her about any man with a gun.
Obstructing identification and obstructing.
But you can't. I haven't committed a crime.
Just like that, these cops think that they can slap anyone with an obstruction charge, and that would justify their outrageous misuse of power.
Step out. So the same description that witness gave us when I walked through here to go back behind the tracks. 3 subjects come there. Stop the guy, the male black with the red and black hoodie. Stop him, start searching him. Like this. Grabs down here right away. What are you searching me for? What are you searching me for? So I grab him and he fucking pulls down. Fucking takes off running, dude. I think he had a 32. I didn't actually.
This conversation reveals that Bonkowski wasn't even sure if the supposed suspect even possessed a gun.
Am I being arrested for again?
Give us your name, we'll tell you. How's that for starters?
So have I committed a crime?
Well, we got handcuffs on you. I just ask a question for you. Obviously, you're a street attorney. You know more than we do, right?
I'm just trying to insert my rights. That's all.
You know that one of the
I
rights.
mean, I don't
one
want
of
to
the
be
rights is-
violated, you know?
When you're told to stop.
I
Is
did.
Dangerous subject.
I was.
Yeah, Jess, I'll call over and give you one from find it out.
Poor Sue's wrists were bruised by how tight these cuffs were, but even during this, she shyly asks once more what it is, even though she is being detained and arrested for. As we all saw, she was out of officers' way.
Patting him down, he like grabbed right here and he's like, you know, what are you searching me for? What are you searching me for? And then finally, like I grabbed him more and like he just fucking grabbed for it, man, and fucking took off running. And the whole time he's holding right here, yeah. I mean, so I gave chase. I mean, he's fucking going obviously 10 times faster.
Yeah,
than
where'd
me.
you?
Right to her.
You made it to that trailer?
Yeah, and I didn't know which way you went. I just kept going that way. I asked all the residents outside if they'd seen him run by. They didn't, so I don't know. Maybe you went that way.
Yeah,
but
we
then
called
these guys,
911,
but I think my other guys said that they seen him back on the tracks and then running south back into the park. So I don't know.
All right, it's perfect.
Minor detail, in Bonkowski's story before the suspect just made a run for it, but this time he recounts it, the suspect even made a grab for his gun too. Seems like lying is second nature to this cop.
I could care less if she's fucking recording us, dude, but she was creeping up on you for one, and then, yeah, I told her what the hell was going on, and she just keeps following me.
Way away from him. 30 feet, like I ran through my own yard.
I know my rights. I'm following you, but I'm not gonna fuck with you right now, right? I got an option.
That's not what he said. He didn't say anything. He didn't say let's try nothing.
I don't have to tell you anything. I don't have to tell you anything.
Not you, him.
Male black pants, red jacket. That's what we had.
Yeah, she's got a red and black.
Yeah, she was lucky.
The cops have to resort to even more lying. Bonkowski, who obviously had a problem with her filming, now decides all of a sudden that he couldn't care less if she films.
That's someone else.
Oh, that's somebody else?
Yeah, that's someone else.
Oh, that's a difference?
I gotta talk, yeah. That's someone else I gotta talk to you about. So, I know you're off during that.
Yeah, thanks, Jeff.
I know you're off during that time frame, but yeah, I got her information.
Is she already the other one, or I don't know, the same one? I don't know.
It's not the same one.
Yeah, she already recorded me twice on traffic stops.
Yeah, so there's another one.
So it's a different one?
Yeah.
They're all over the fucking place, huh? But I can care less, dude. But I'm running back this way,
right?
And I see her running, and she like fucking creeps on the side of the trailer like this. And obviously, I keep walking, and she. Oh man, get fair warning, dude. The fuck out of here. We're fucking.
And she got right in her face. She got right in her face with the phone too. Yeah.
Now, in this version of Bonkowski's story, Sue apparently crept up behind him and got in his face. Reminds me of the time he got in her face.
You're going now.
Why are you gonna arrest me?
You're gonna get arrested. I'm telling you right now.
I've already dealt with your sergeant.
You already know that.
I've already dealt with your
I'm
sergeant.
giving you
Thank
fair warning. You keep following us. You're
I'm
gonna get
allowed to
arrested.
follow. Now you're
You
following.
understand?
She was just, what did she do exactly? No, I have no idea.
When you guys said she start running southbound, I was over there, so I start running this way. And when I was out of breath, so I start walking. Well, I see her start creeping up behind Bella, right through here, and she like hides behind the trailer like this, and she's got the phone out, obviously. So then Bella walks through here, and she's just following them. And I told her numerous times, back the fuck up, we're doing something serious, and she just kept following me, and I don't know who the hell she was. I don't know if she got a weapon or anything. I mean, get the fuck out of here.
But totality of what's going on, you know?
I mean, I knew she didn't have anything to do with it, but I don't know who the hell she is. I mean, she wasn't with the two other subjects, weren't her. Exactly.
Bonkowski keeps adding elements to the same story. This time, even though he claims to have known that she didn't have anything else on her, aside from her camera, he still felt threatened. Sometimes these cops make little to no sense. How can you be afraid of someone potentially having a weapon, while also knowing she had no link to the previous suspect and was unarmed?
Even though I knew she wasn't with them, I don't know who exactly. I don't know who she is.
We'll see if they're gonna take her leave, so they're probably gonna take her.
I have her phone in my passenger seat. Want me to get that?
Hold on. What do you do? What's that? You work at 45? No, I'm 1575. Oh, we're gonna big money.
Ultimately, Sue had to charge a suit against these evil cops. However, it took her 2 years to even get to that point, since her charges of obstruction were only filed 13 months after the footage in these videos. This truly shows the depth at which these corrupt cops can go to try and protect their own. However, their efforts were ultimately pointless, as when Sue went to trial, the judge found her to be not guilty. These cops often get little to no clearance for their mental well-being and their ability to remain cool and calm, so they make the best judgments, which Bonkowski had very little of. What do you think about Bonkowski and his antics? Let me know in the comments down below. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share this video if you haven't already, and be sure to stay tuned for the next installment. Who knows? It might be right up your alley. This is Detective Mystery, signing off.